Welcome to Kilgore's Carpet Binding. Y'all are going to have to excuse me because this is my first time creating a video about carpet binding. But today we're going to be using an NC carpet binding machine to make a beautiful round rug. And we're also going to be making a square basic rug. We're going to be using this lovely leopard print carpet that I had a customer bring to me to have as extra to use for her dining room. First thing you will do is start out by flipping the rug over so the action back is facing up. This will allow you to make all your marks to be able to do all your cuts. Then you will measure out your diameter and your radius of how big you want the circle, creating a center point of the circle that you will be needing to cut. Once you have done all your measurements and all of your marks and double checked exactly where you want your center point to be, you will then cut a length of string in the radius that needs to be of your circle. So if you have a 4-foot wide circle, you will need to cut a string that is 2 foot long. At this point, you want to double check your measurements. You will create a pin that will pin in the middle of your center mark, and you will take a marker or Sharpie to tie to the opposite end of your string. Here is when you will take your marker and tie it to the end of the string or hold the string, whatever preferred, and slowly mark your circle, working your way around piece by piece to make your mark of where you will be cutting the edge of your circle. I've sped it up here a little bit just to be able to show you a little piece by piece as we go. But once you finish making all your marks, you're going to take your razor blade and cut along your mark to be sure to cut inward towards the rug so you don't have to worry about shearing or not have as much trimming when you have to bind the final product. Now we're going to jump to cutting the small square rug. I have already made all of my measurements on the sizes that I'm going to do, and I just set my T-square down to start making my cuts. I've already cut the other side, and here I'm going to show you that we're just going to cut the other. Now we get to the fun part. You're going to position your rug in the right position and begin feeding the starting edge of your rug into the binding machine. You're going to run your hand and keep the carpet level with the binder as you go. As you get to a corner, you'll slow down. I personally like to work it around by hand just to make sure that that corner stitch is done very well, that it's going to hold and not pop up off the top or not get enough stitches in the corner to be able to hold up. So as you work it, do it by hand and you'll rotate it around, position it however you need to get the right stitching to continue your binding, and then you're going to move on and continue your run. Once you've gone all the way around your rug and finished your binding, you're going to slightly angle your binding machine off to the right and then run your binding tape off of it where you can cut it and come back later and trim that edge to fit back. Now we're going to jump over to the round rug. This was a little bit more tedious since you're on a constant curve rather than just a straight line, but the same basic rules kind of apply. You're basically going to keep the binding machine slightly turned to the left towards the rug, and you're going to keep your hand moving along the face of it just to kind of keep that feed straight into the machine. And just like that, we're done. This black polyester stitching turned out beautiful with this leopard print rug. We appreciate the customer bringing this idea to us so that we could turn it into exactly what she wanted. Thank you for watching and hanging in there to the end of my very first binding video. I appreciate you watching, and I plan to do more of these. So if you do like this, please subscribe and like this video. I plan to show more videos of my day-to-day binding, different customer carpets that I come across, and different types of binding that can be used. If you would like to have a rug bound, please give us a call today and we'd be happy to help you. 850-234-1414.